And there's so much intrigue from top to bottom in the SEC West. Just yesterday, the experts, you guys said that Auburn does have a shot when it comes to winning that SEC West title. But then there's the team from Arkansas. They have what LSU wishes they had, the offense, but they don't have defense. How's this all going to work out, Coach Bellotti?
Well, I think, again, the format now for winning national championship is playing with great defense.
Yeah.
And again, I think that you got a quarterback that is awesome, will throw the ball all over the field, but if you can't stop anybody, and Bobby Petrino, when he was at Louisville, made his name, they were beating people 65-50 and things like that. I mean, it was a track meet. I think track meets are fun for the fans. I'm not sure they're the element or the building block for championship.
And nowhere apart from that is it more important than the SEC to win with defense. And I really look at this Arkansas team, and we talked about it a little bit. I think they're kind of set up to be last year's Ole Miss.
Yeah.
Very overhyped early in the season. Their quarterback, Jen Snead.
Ryan Mallett is hoping it's not last year's.
Exactly. Nobody would want that title. No, he's
you know what?
open.
I believe that sometimes with a program that hasn't dealt with expectation level, media exposure, people patting you on the back and telling you how great you're going to be because everybody's saying you are, sometimes a team has a hard time handling that if they haven't been there, done that. Now, Bobby Petrino has, but this team really hasn't. And you know what, guys? We're going to know by October 16th. They play the two tech schools up, and I'm not talking Virginia and Georgia. I'm talking about Louisiana and Tennessee Tech. But then they've got Georgia, Alabama, Auburn, okay, Texas A&M, and if Jeremiah Masoli is playing for Ole Miss pretty good on defense, they got them after Auburn coming off of that. So we're going to know within the first 6 weeks.
And one thing that I keep hearing about Ryan Mallett, and I do like Ryan Mallett, he's got a special skill set. You look at the height, you look at the ability to throw the ball. He wasn't big time in big time games last year. He wasn't. He had 30 touchdown passes last year. 25 were at home against not very good teams. On the road at Georgia is going to be a tough challenge. Texas A&M at Texas Stadium in Jerry World, and then at Auburn. And by the way, Alabama will throw in there. You get to host the #1 team in the country. That's a stretch right there. That it's not going to be Ryan Mallett turning the football over or not being spectacular. He's going to have to be prime time in prime time.
I will say this, though. He has a great tight end in DJ Williams. And I think
great wideouts, too.
Great wideouts. I mean, the one thing that they will do is if they don't play well and beat teams, they will pressure teams, even with great defenses, because they can open it up and spread it out. He's got a year under his belt, under the system, and all the guys that have come through Bobby Petrino's system get better their second year. So maybe those big-time games will start to come.
Got to stop somebody. Got to stop somebody at some point,
there's
guys.
no question that they can put up points on the board, but you can't put up points if you're sitting on the sideline watching your defense get run up.
They're going to be better this year on defense than they were a year ago. The question is, will it be better enough to take care of that schedule? I did one of their games last year. Ryan Mallett, in my opinion, he can do all the throws. Everybody knows that. The key for Bobby Petrino, and he talked about this, is I've got to get him to know when to have an average arm. When to sit back there and say, you know what, I can make that throw, but I shouldn't, because I got my check down right here. Let's take the better part of Valor, take the ball, let him go. And if he can make that transition from being a fastball thrower to a decision maker, then he really elevates this team.
That's not the easiest thing to do. Some guys are either born with it or you're not.
That's what Sarkisian did last year with Jake Locker and still continuing right now. That was what he had to learn, and you're right. That is a very difficult thing to ease down the arm and take the easy throw.
And what you talked about with Petrino's system the second year, that's great and fine and dandy. This guy broke his foot. He didn't do spring drills. He didn't do anything.
That ain't going to happen.
Okay, well, how's my touch getting better if I'm taking 5 steps drops and I'm in a
trying out for the Olympic swim team.
If he's going to have to improve, he has to have timing with the receivers and running routes. So, yeah, but you're talking about taking that next step and getting a little bit better.
Yeah.
Practice makes permanent, so you got to get better on the practice field.
Let's do another one of those always fun show of hands. Can Arkansas win the SEC West in favor of? All right. Good. The expert.
All righty then.
Good luck. You're not going to win the SEC West. Ryan Mallett, he could win a Heisman. I mean, he's got the arm to do that. He has the numbers. 30 touchdown passes from a season to go. You see those passing yards lighting up the SEC. 5 300-yard games, and from everything we've heard out of fall camp, the foot's fine. He even says he's become a very good swimmer. He could go out for the Olympics. All that conditioning.
How about practice?
Practice. Come on now.
Playoffs?
Lamb under under center on 3rd and goal. Play fake, wants to throw, rolling to his right, and they're going to bring him down behind the line of scrimmage. Anthony Leon back at the 10-yard line.
15-yard comeback, depending on that safety right there. The safety's in too deep, he needs to occupy him. And then the backs fake the play, the run play. Real nice job by fullback Austin Tate. Good catch by Kobe. You'd like to see us hit him in stride and get a touchdown.
Second down, and we're going to call it 6 from the 7-yard line. Johnson's the single setback, toss sweep, left side. Dennis cuts back inside the 5. Touchdown, Arkansas! Dennis Johnson broke a tackle at the 5 and goes 7 yards for a touchdown. We're going to call it 9. Football just outside the 2-yard line. Lamb again gives to Crawford. He's in trouble in the end zone. The Hogs going for the safety, and I think they've got it. He tried to get out at the pylon. Did they give him the safety? We've not seen the signal yet.
No, he
it is a safety.
Against that running back, that makes the back bubble. And then what I like to see again is guys flying to the football. You know, we get so many guys to the ball, so many red shirts to the ball.
Second down as Mallett operates from the shotgun. Ryan wants to throw, lots of time, fires to Adams, complete at the 35. Joe breaks the tackle. He's going to go all the way down the left sideline. Joe Adams into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas, 85 yards. And Joe Adams puts on a show.
Catch it, and we do a nice job here on the pass pro. Good pocket, perfect throw. And again, the speed and acceleration down the sideline for a touchdown certainly shows the way Joe can run with the ball after the catch. Anthony, no hesitation here, coming in, accelerating, nice hit on the quarterback, and that one hurt. That one hurt the quarterback a little bit.
Wingo behind Mallett, Childs wide right. Right split wide left. Wingo gets the call, trying to get to the left edge, cuts back at the 8, inside the 5, toward the goal line. Touchdown, Arkansas! Ronnie Wingo from 10 yards out, and the Hogs have extended the lead.
And that's what makes defense fit together. And our run fits are perfect right there. That allows our linebackers to make plays. We've got our corner motion and across, getting close to the line of scrimmage. Get a nice lead block there. And Niall Davis does a real nice job hitting the hole, going full stride.
2 tight ends. Austin Tate's in the ballgame at a fullback spot. Niall Davis is the setback. Play fake. Mallett rolling right, looking into the end zone, firing to the back of the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas. Kobe Hamilton at the back of the end zone hauls it in. A 3-yard touchdown.
And they're angling again. We kind of knew that going in. They angled it to the field a lot, so we anticipated it. Austin Tate does a nice job on the lead block. Running back tries to stay with him as long as possible, hits the hole, hugs the wall, and does a nice job there breaking tackle. And again, I like to see the guys flying to the ball.
Trips to the left side. Mallett, screen pass to Adams, left side, shakes a man at the 15. Adams is going to score into the end zone. Touchdown! Adams leaping for the goal line is in from 15 yards. And Joe Adams finds a new way to get into the end zone.
Yeah, you know, it's like it was a defender there, and Joe said, now you see me, now you don't.
Of them, and that makes Juice's job real easy, getting up and making a tackle in the B gap. Does a nice job physically wrapping up, making hits, and that's how you get negative yardage. Again, everybody doing their responsibility and running full speed.